Oh, wow. You the Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem.
Wow.
Unbelievable. When did you get
When
here?
did you come
When did
here?
you come here?
I came like 48 hours ago. Just landed.
You wouldn't believe it. I've been here since July 22nd.
No.
Unbelievable.
Seriously?
Yeah, I came.
Wow.
I came.
Let's move out of the
I
cars.
wanted to go back to Israel, and then I said it's going to be closed. And I said I'll be here for Tisha B'Av because I was traveling in Europe. And then
So
one
you're
day,
here
and
for
then-
like 6 months.
6 months. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Biggest experience of my life.
That's cool.
Yeah, one of the most.
Halavai.
Listen, it
Listen,
worked
we
out.
come for like 24 hours, 48 hours. We run back. We have families, business.
It worked out like that.
Ashreichu, Yuda.
It worked out like that. I understand from heaven that Rabbi Nachman wants me to be here for this time of my life.
Ashreinu,
And
Ashreinu.
it's been the most incredible experience, amazing experience with the Hitbodut, especially with the Hitbodut. And I just want to say before we start this, every time I come here, it's a war. To come to the Tzion and to pray. Every time I walk in, it's a war.
Wow, this is so amazing. Let me ask you, how
Yeah.
long are you in Breslov? How long do you come to the Rebbe?
Breslov, I was here in 1981 the first time. 1981, there
Before I
was
was
nothing here.
born.
Yeah, before you were born. Yeah, during the time of the communists. I dropped this thing. You need this over here in Uman because the streets are all ice.
Well, I'm having.
So I've been coming since 1981, the communist time, and it's just amazing. And every time I come, it's like another experience completely. Totally new trip. Everything is new.
So listen, if you're coming so long, you know, connected with Breslov so long, you might know the story about the diamond with Rabbi Nachman.
Yeah, you heard about it?
No, I know certain parts, but I don't know. I want you to tell me the story. Tell me the
I'll
story.
tell you, let's go. We'll go inside to Rabbi Nachman. It's unbelievable. Because this story is not in, Rabbi Nachman had the 13 stories, and then he had the little stories. And that Rabbi Nachman, he brought down these stories, and he brought it in a book called Koch Ve'or. He brought all these stories. And it's a very short story, but for me, it's probably the most important story of all of the stories in my personal life. Here's the grave of Rabbi Nachman, by the way. So, should I tell you the story?
Sure, definite. Let's hear the story.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You see, once upon a time, there was a guy, very simple guy, obviously, and this guy used to dig for clay. That was his job. He's a clay digger, right? One day, he's digging and he finds a stone. He doesn't even know what the stone is, but it's shining. So he goes to town, to the people, that know the guy. The guy looks, he said, this is a diamond. He goes, what's a diamond? He said, a diamond. He said, this is such a big diamond, you're going to be the richest guy in our country. But there's nobody here in this country. Nobody could buy this over here. He said, what should I do? He said, you have to take the boat, go across and go to England. In England, you could find someone to buy it. Guy doesn't know what to do. England, never been on a boat. He never left the city. He's a simple guy. He decides he's going to go. He has no money to go. He sells his house. He sells everything he has. It's still not enough money. He goes to all his friends, tells them, listen, help me. I'm going to go. Yeah, people help him. Till he gets to the port, he runs out of the money. Just to get to the port. He gets to the port. He has no money to go to England. Comes up with an idea. He sees a beautiful ship going to England. He goes to the captain. He says, can I speak to you? He says, listen, I want to tell you, I want to go to England, have the diamond. I want to sell it. I'll pay you. He said, no problem. No problem. 5 stars. Give him anything he wants. Guy's on the boat, the happiest guy in the world. He's got the diamond. Keeps looking at the diamond day and night. He's always looking at the diamond. And then he has this thing that he does. Every time he eats, he looks at the diamond.
Wow.
Because it's very good for digestion.
Obviously.
To eat, feel good, whatever you eat, go. One nice day, sitting out there on the deck, looking at his diamond, he's about to eat, he eats, and what do you think happens? He falls asleep. That's such a good meal. Left the diamond on the table. The boys come to clean the room. They didn't see the diamond in the... They took it, when they throw all the food, they throw it overboard. The diamond was in the napkin, out. The guy wakes up. Crazy, right? Unbelievable.
That's very sad.
The guy wakes up, he's freaking out of his brains. What am I going to do? The guy's going nuts. First of all, everything he owned in his life is in that diamond. Number 2, he owes his whole future life is in the diamond. And he owes the captain the money. The guy's going to kill him. The guy's not, he's like a pirate, the captain. By the way, I told you about the captain and everything.
Yeah.
You see this fellow over here?
Yes, of course.
He knew the captain. You knew the captain, McGillicuddy?
Yes, of course.
See? Unbelievable. Come on, let me tell you the rest of the story.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. I got to tell you, you're going to be amazed what happens. It's unbelievable. The guy, he figured out the best thing in the whole world that he could do is make believe that he's happy. Fake it till you make it.
Wow.
No, Rabbi Nachman doesn't say that the guy prayed all night, that the guy had opened the books of faith and trust. With his mind, he realized the best thing in the world that he could do to save himself, make believe he's happy, because nobody knows anyway. Goes, he plays the whole thing. Unbelievable. So what does he do? He's playing happy. Nobody knows. They don't check him every second. Where's the diamond? A few days later, who comes, knocks on the door? The captain. Captain used to love to spend time with him. Comes to him, he says, listen, I need to talk to you. He said, of course, what do you need? He said, come with me. He said, listen, I bought millions of pounds of wheat on the last trip. I'm going to sell it. I don't want the king to know I do business. I see you're at the diamond, you're a big businessman. Can I put this on your name? And when
Just like we do by the Hasidische housing and bar park, we put it on.
There you go. I put it on your name, and I'm going to give you a nice commission. He said, of course, no problem. He was already very happy because he's already out of trouble. Sure enough, what happens? The boat lands in England, okay? He's looking for Captain McGillicuddy, and he sees a sign on the wall. What does it say? Captain McGillicuddy died. Captain McGillicuddy died.
What happened with the weed? What he had? All the
Everything is in his name.
Wow. So he was able to keep it?
What does he do? He checks that there's no inheritance. The guy never was married, had no kids. And then what does he do? He sees that the wheat is worth much, much, much more than the diamond ever was. Okay, so what happens? This is amazing. The wheat is worth much, much more than the diamond. Rabbi Nachman says, he said, listen, the diamond really never belonged to him. But the wheat was his. Because he didn't despair, he was worthy to get everything. Okay, so I just wanted to say, in my experiences in life, okay, you meet most people and they're living in regret. People could have, I would have, I should have. I met a guy the other day, 40 years. I said, what's the problem? He said he wanted to marry this girl. She wouldn't marry him. The guy's 40 years. He doesn't know that the guy that married is also in the crazy house. That's something else.
Everyone thinks the grass is always green on the other side.
Exactly. So anyway, the thing is, people live in regrets. I could have, I would have, I should have, I shouldn't, I did, I didn't, right? The whole world didn't make that deal. I know billionaires, they said, oh, that little deal. Everybody's living in fantasy. Look at the genius of Rabbi Nachman. This is moyerdik. This is unbelievable. Rabbi Nachman writes the story, right? He got this guy, found the diamond, right? He's on the boat. He made it that he lost it. He could have had robbers. He could have had pirates. He could have had a million things that the guy lost the diamond. But who was the shmagegi in the story? The guy. The guy. If you gave me that diamond now, you know what I would have done with it? I would put it inside my skin. I'm going to play around with the diamond. My past is in it. My future, I owe the captain. My whole life's in that diamond. But look at the genius of Rabbi Nachman. He makes it that the guy ruins his own life. That's the worst when you ruin your own life. The worst.
With all this, he was still happy.
And then he knew the only thing to save me is to be besimcha. Even if you don't feel it, it doesn't matter. Rabbi Nachman says, Yesh Inyan Etapech Kol Etapech, everything can turn for the best. Not can, will. So the main thing, Rabbi Nachman made it, even when we someone bothers you, they hurt you, okay, you're a victim, but when you do it to yourself, you eat yourself up. You eat yourself up. So the deepest message, and it happens to me a million times, even it's always happening, you say to yourself, why, I could have, I would have. So just one thing to end. Rabbi Nachman gives one advice. We asked Rav Lev Yitzhak Bender, the 5th generation student of Rabbi Nachman. He used to say the main thing is serve God with simplicity. Simplicity. Even though he finished the Shas 86 times, the Zohar 75 times. But he said the main thing, ask God what to do. Ask him in English, in whatever your language is. And the answer is not important. People ask me all the time, what, God answers? Doesn't matter if God answers me. It's not my problem. All I have to do is I have to ask God, I want to make your will. Tell me what to do. Once you ask God, not only about mitzvot, then whenever you know you're in God's hands, you ask God. Now whatever happens, I can tell you a million stories, things that happened in my life. And I asked Hashem, and I saw unbelievable things happen.
Wow.
Anyway, I want to wish you a happy
Such
Purim.
an amazing story.
Isn't that an amazing story?
I walked down the street and I met you.
Unbelievable. Mina Shamayim, everything here by Ray is all siyata d'shmaya.
Now I know the story. Now I knew this part, that part. I know now the whole story.
And then
Thank you so
you
much.
can apply it.
Ashreichu Yehuda.
Let me wish you a happy Purim.
Freilichen Piram.
In the
You
Simcha-
should be able to, yeah, from the Simcha's Piram, you should be able
have to
to,
make
you know,
also.
be mashpia on the whole week and the whole year.
Absolutely.
That's
Amen.
that's the whole point of being besimcha, to be able to move around, to push it on to the whole year.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Shreichu, shreichu.